three IT players, Infosys, TCS as well as Wipro, have delivered their Q4 results. In fact, for Wipro as well as TCS, it's been a strong quarter. For Infosys, although it was a slightly soft quarter. However, all three of them have shared very good outlook for FY22. In fact, all three of them do expect a double-digit growth for FY22, and they do suggest that the overall demand environment is fairly strong and growth is broad-based. The deal pipeline momentum is also fairly strong, and they do have good demand visibility. Attrition across the board is rising, but they do have good hiring plans. Quickly, in terms of the Q4 results for Wipro, well, for Wipro it was a strong quarter. In fact, Q4 was a beat in terms of the margins. They have shown good margin resilience. The margins have come in at nearly around 21% for the IT services. It's down slightly by 70 bps on a quarter-on-quarter, but it's certainly above our own bold expectations, and as a result we are seeing a beat in terms of the profitability. Revenue growth in constant currency terms has been at 3% on a quarter-on-quarter basis, in line with expectations. But they have also shared a very encouraging guidance for the June quarter, which is the Q1 FY22 quarter, wherein they do estimate or expect a revenue growth of 2 to 4%, and this guidance does not include the revenue from recently announced acquisitions. In fact, they do mention that the margin front, the recent Capco acquisition, they're very excited about that, and the recent Capco acquisition would be margin diluted to the extent of 2% odd, but their overall medium-term outlook on margins remains consistent so far. They also do mention that in terms of the overall demand environment, it is a fairly broad-based demand that they are seeing. Thierry, who is the CEO and MD, he does state that the largest ever acquisition of Capco will bolster the overall global financial services sector, and that all the key markets are growing on a YOY basis, and that does provide them a strong foundation for the next year growth. They have seen strong growth across the geographies like Americas 1, 2 as well as Europe, and verticals like BFSI, consumer, as well as we're seeing in the technology vertical. Management also mentioned that attrition is rising, but they do have robust hiring plans and also plans of giving increments and bonus. And overall, in terms of the commentary, they also do mention that with the acquisition of Capco, Wipro would emerge stronger, and consumer vertical is likely to continue to perform well. They're seeing increased demand, particularly in America in the health sector, and they're also seeing a very good deal pipeline, especially of large deals in manufacturing, and that the overall demand environment is strong. TCS also did state that they would be seeing a double-digit growth, and they would maintain the aspirational margin band of 26 to 28%. Infosys, although it was a soft quarter, they have guided for 12 to 14% on the margins on the growth front, and 22 to 24% margin guidance for FY22. Infosys also announced a buyback at a significant premium of over 25% to the current market price, although the buyback amount was slightly low. But overall, the commentary in terms of the demand environment is fairly strong from all three players, and that is something that we should be watching out for. And most of the analysts do have a buy rating on Infosys, TCS as well as Wipro.